Wing for over 4 months now.
Part of the Formal Wing community for a couple months now.
I just got my first internship.
I just landed my first internship.
The biggest thing I want you guys to do is take one thing away from today and make sure you implement it to your life.
100% directly resulted in me getting an internship offer.
Feel free to rewatch this, and it's just super important to make sure you're adding value everywhere you go, connect with everyone that you meet. You never know where you're going to meet someone. For example, Kevin, hope you're okay with me sharing a story here. But he worked at Best Buy for a little bit. Super great, and honestly, if I can help with computers or cars, I mean, he's the guy. Before I'm going out trying to get a computer, I'm like, Kevin, what should I get? He's like, this one. I'm like, no. He's like, no, get this one, right? So I mean, he's great. But he was working at Best Buy for a little bit, and then we started kind of doing this stuff together, trying to go out and network, do all this stuff, grow, and then before you know it, once you start to focus on that personal development side in a different level, then opportunities are going to start coming your way, right? So for example, for him, maybe earlier on, or depending on where you're at, because we all go through life, right? I mean, how many of us have had hard times in our lives, right? And it's life. We all go through it. So during those times, maybe that's not the prime time, but as we're growing and we're resetting our bar for where we should be, we're able to kind of meet to that lowest standard, right? So as we increase that, our standard is higher no matter what that downfall is. So with that said, at Best Buy, there was a drone CEO, VP, what was it?
He was the CEO of a drone company.
So the CEO of the drone company, he came in, right, and he was like, hey, I need this wire. And Kevin was like, well, what you need that for? He was like, well, you want to understand. He's like, well, actually, I do some projects on drones, study engineering, so try me. Tried it, got an internship out of that. So the point of that is to go out, all these events, every single one of these ASB events, go to, network, connect, never stop. You never know when one of these things are gonna take effect, and that's the effect of compound interest. All these things that you're doing, pitching your resume, going out, networking, coming to these general body meetings, these are all compound interest. But again, if you don't take the one thing out of today and go change and do something differently, then it's all for nothing. So that's my advice to you.
Do you have any specific advice for networking specifically, how to articulate yourself? Because I really want to get better at that, because sometimes I get kind of nervous, and you articulate yourself very well, so I kind of want to hear from you.
Thank you, I appreciate it. And listen, I mean, it's just practice makes perfect, right? The whole interview prep, not trying to prepare to be someone that I'm not, right? Depending on what you're doing and how that shapes up to where you're at now, maybe you need to kind of look internally and say, well, what do I need to fix? For me, I've suffered with some different addictions. We all do. We all have some different things, maybe doom scrolling, whatever it is, right? As soon as we start operating from a different perspective and cutting that stuff out, things change for us, right? So maybe that's one thing, but specifically for the tactical side of it, something I would recommend is going to Starbucks every day, talking to 500 random people. That's going to adapt you real quick, besides, maybe getting a sales job if you guys have time, right? But practice makes perfect. So that's the number one thing, and always keep learning, right? The biggest thing again out of today is the one thing you take, just like reading a book, taking one thing out of that. We need to do that every day, and then all those things again have a compound interest, right? So it's not about growing and learning today, and okay, I'm good. It's about growing, learning today, tomorrow, and every single day for the rest of your life. So if you do that, you're gonna win.
One more question?
So through your presentation, you went through your journey, your timeline, saying through college, our main goal is internships, full-time positions. Now that you've found the success you have, going back on the previous experience you mentioned, do you plan on seeking even higher education degrees, and do you plan on maybe getting your pilot's license?
Thank you, I appreciate that. So, funny story, I was part of Civil Air Patrol. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but I was gonna maybe go into the Air Force, and they said, well, since you have really bad eyesight, it's gonna be pretty tough for you to do that. I got some kind of weird eye disease, my eye shaped like a potato chip or something, I don't even know. I'm fine, but it's pretty cool. But so that's probably out of the cards. But I wouldn't want to necessarily do that anyway, right? I'm super passionate about forming what we're doing here and growing that into something crazy. So stay tuned for that, but specifically for higher education. I think it's great, but that's where you need to kind of look at and say, well, what are my goals? What's my brain dump list, right? Who has been where I want to be, and what did they do to get there? So did those people seek higher education? Okay, well maybe you have your answer. Right? For me and what I want to do, I don't think it's in the cards. Thank you.